Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, the browser game. Today we're going to have a little bit of a different video. We had a update to the game on the 22nd of February. My first video I made about this sadly got corrupted during the rendering process in the editing software that I have, so it's a little bit late, but I'll still make this video anyways to give you all an overlook on what's changed. And there was also an update regarding the building videos that I made. People gave me some feedback on it and said that I was partly difficult to hear due to the fact that I was still half sick when I made the video, and they also felt like I rushed through the different buildings and things a bit too much, and they also wanted the glory levels explained at the same time. So I'll probably end up uploading a different video to kind of redo the things there and also make it so that it gets explained in a more detailed way, and that also explain the glory, and I will just go slower, so it will be a multiple part series. It's going to take some time, but I'll do it because I want to support you all in this game, help you all, and that's why I'm here. But anyways, like I said before, we had an update on the 22nd of February for this game. It added some new things, some improvements and some bug fixes. One of the things that got added is a new equipment set called Royal Kingsguard, or New Royal Kingsguard, which is basically a set for people that do not offer that much money into the game but rather want to work hard for a decent set. It's similar to the pay-to-win set that you can get in this game. It's slightly weaker, but it's not that huge of a difference, so the game has realized that it needs to try and limit the gap between pay-to-win and effort to play, if you can say it like that, or effort to win. So we're going to take a look at the new equipment set, see how it looks like, what's the strong sides of it and so on later on in this video. Some other things that have been added into this is that in the Army of the Dead event there's a search function added to the battlefield, which is improving, which hopefully we can see in a couple of days. I think that Army of the Dead starts in roughly 2 days or something like that. So it will be shown very soon how that is going to look like. Then in Treasure Seeker there's also been added 1 minute barrier now for newly plundered sites, and that has been something that the community has asked for almost since the beginning of the event has been released. It's been very unfortunate at times where a lot of wars or issues has happened on the server because people have been hitting each other on the treasure sites without even noticing they are from the same kingdom. Since some of the kingdoms that are in this game, they have certain rules regarding events where they are not allowed to hit each other in Treasure Seeker, for example, and that often results in people getting frustrated and angry, and that's why the community in general has asked for a protective barrier the first minute after you plunder a site, so that you won't end up hitting people that are from the same place as you, and you can avoid a lot of headaches and issues that way. So I think it's a really great thing that the community's voice is getting through as well, that they listen to our feedback, and that's also why I encourage everyone to keep giving the devs feedback on things so they can see where the issues are, because they have been through a rough time as well. They have some changing at the top because of the passing of the CEO, I believe it was, not so long ago, and so all the feedback is appreciated and it will help the game grow even further. So yeah. Then there's also been some visual updates, other things, small bug fixes, so on. Nothing really like super noteworthy to talk about, but yeah, we can look at the fact that the new set has been added. The new set is in where everything else is. You can see the Glorious set is here, and then we have the Royal Kingsguard set here, which is the new set. You can see here positioning is Advanced Combat set. While I believe that Glorious set is Top Combat set, so you can see there's a definite showing that the Glorious set is slightly better. But like I said, I think it's a good set, the new set, and can be used in various ways. You can see the Glorious set has 36% total attack, total health, 52% total defense, 30% marching speed, 65% calf attack, spear attack, training speed. It's at 30%, 65% for bow and infantry attack as well, and an upkeep with consumption rate reduction and on 35% and research speed at 18%. And there's the collection bonus on 8%, total attack, total defense, and total health. So overall, you can see how strong it is. The upkeep consumption rate reduction is not really that important. It's not really limiting anything or changing anything in the game, and it's a trait in the game that hasn't been used fully yet. But at least you can see here, like, it eats away the grain at the top, so my grain is always at 0 unless I open packs. So, but I also explained that in the resource management video. If you compare to Royal Kingsguard set, you can see the numbers are lower. 22% total attack, total health, 32% total defense, 9% training speed, 55% calf attack, 55% spear attack, same for bow attack, infantry attack, 18% marching speed, 20% forging speed, 10% research, 25% upkeep reduction, and then 5% on total attack, total defense, and total health for collecting the set to gold, basically. So based on that, you can kind of see that the set is probably roughly around, how to say, somewhere between 70 and 80% power of the Glorious set. So if you really need that extra little bit top extra power, you can go for the Glorious set. But in my opinion, the new Kingsguard set is a nice replacement for it if you can't offer to that much money into the game. I know the Glorious set is super expensive, and even with the sales and reductions and so on you can get on the pack, you will still have to pay several $1,000s to actually get the set fully golded, and it's questionable if it's worth it or not. But I would say that now that we have the Kingsguard set, you have at least the opportunity to keep up through hard work and effort in this game. So if you look at things, you can see when we look at the set that there's different requirements compared to the Glorious set. This set here 100% relies on how you do in all the other sets. You can see that you can upgrade of the Crown Sword to purple once you have the Storm Breath at purple, Sun Spear Blade at purple, and Frost Spear at purple. And this of course means that collecting materials and hitting rebuild leaders for all the other sets is super important, and it also opens up the opportunity to possibly buy the sets from the shop as well if you're a small spender, since they aren't that expensive. I believe they are 50 black diamonds for one set, not for an entire set, but for we can take a look at that actually. I can't remember exactly, but it's 50 diamonds for X set, getting chest for X set, X amount. Should be here, equipment. Yeah, you can see here. For Northern, for example, Northern set, we have 50 diamonds and you get 50 chests, and you also get 10 of each material that the set has. Well, you also get 2000 blue diamonds. So it's possible that you can buy this specific set. Some of the other sets give a little bit extra. As you can see here, you get 20 for the Sunspear set. And it's just a matter of if you actually just need that little bit of extra to promote that piece to a level higher, then it's possible that it's worth it. And even with the sales reduction stuff you can get, I believe you can push it down all the way to 30% or 30 black diamonds for one set. So it's definitely something you can consider doing if you want to speed up your process to get the set. Remember that the glorious set is at 1000 black diamonds, and I think that you can reduce it to 700, maybe even 500 if you're super lucky and get one of the super good coupons, but I think the max is 700, or the general is 700 for the 30% off coupon. So you can definitely do certain things to actually promote your growth regarding the Kingsguard set. Now we can see here the same principle works for every single set, and all of this, like, what the set focuses on is all around armies. For example, those that are running triple setup, they have wanting to focus on Inf, Spear and Calf at the same time, maybe also bows if they have certain events they feel like bows are useful in. This set is probably one of the better ones that you can get. You don't have to mix around with the other sets together, and this basically spreads out the stats in terms of every troop type that you have, so that you can basically maximize your split value between all the troops as much as possible. And even though it's going to take some time to get this specific set, I feel like you can definitely work around it. And I would say that some of the pieces here are more valuable than others to focus on. For example, the accessory set basically gives you total attack in all, gives you infantry, calf, spear and bow attack, and the faster you get it up, the more spread attack you get basically. And there's also the sword, which gives the total stats, which also helps to those that have that are running tri setup or triple setup. And the others are basically things that are focused on certain troop types as their main, and then secondary and so on. So I would probably recommend that you go for the accessory first, then the main hand one, and then you can start focusing on whichever you feel like is worth the most. I would probably say that the handguard is the third best that you can take from, because of the total attack here, and you also get the 2 specific attack, and research speed is always also nice to have. And then of course you can go for the headpiece next, because total defense is not super rad, but it's not super great either. But you get for Calf and Spear the attacks there, and marching speed is super great for events like Alliance Conquest, because it allows you to give that little bit of edge over your opponent. So you might have a 1 second or 2 second faster marching speed that allows you to take a point before your opponent can do it. So it's definitely worth. And then there is the chest armor and the leg armor, and I will probably rate them around the same. It depends on what you're preferring. I personally, if I had to choose, I would probably take the boots over the chest, because the boots has the spear total attack and total health, which is slightly better than total defense, rather than, and then infantry attack on second row. So yeah, I would probably say accessory first, then the sword, then the handguard, and then the head armor, the boots, and the chest armor, if you had to focus on one specific to max out at a time. That's how I would do it. Of course, the good thing about this is that I believe you can focus on the accessory and the sword at the same time. I believe the 3 sword or the 3 weapon types use one specific, or each use their own specific rebuild leader, and the 3 accessory types also use each their specific rebuild leader, so you can focus on those 2 at the same time. And once those 2 are done, then you could basically take the handguard and the headpiece, I think, at the same time, and then at the end you can take the chest and loot at the same time. So that's how I would say it's best to do this. How this will change the game, I don't really know. I think this is a nice alternative for people that want to try and get into the game but not spend as much money from the get-go. And like I said, it also helps those that have been very diligently collecting the pieces for each Royal Kingsguard set slowly over the years the game has been running. And yeah, I think that's it's a nice direction this game is going in right now with this edition, and I'm sure it will help people to maximize their accounts and get better with their accounts as well, and allow people to basically spread out their focus. Of course, when we look at the other sets, if you're focusing on specific types, let's say Imp Spear or Cast Spear or Imp Cap for that matter, the other sets are still stronger. The free-to-play sets that we have, simply because they focus on those 2 specific troop types more, and I would probably say then you keep focusing on those things and maximize those things. The new set is not really going to change that, but for people that like to run all 3 types and can do it, I think the Royal Kingsguard set is a good alternative compared to the Glorious set. Of course, the Glorious set still has the accessories there, which are 100% still viable, even with the new Kingsguard set. I would probably say, if you can afford it, if you have to buy something from the Glorious set, I would probably take the accessories that are here and focus on 1 or 2 of them to have inside with your Royal Kingsguard set. And for those that use troop specific types and so on, I will probably still say that the accessories you can get here is still better than having a 3rd accessory from a set that doesn't really apply to whatever troop types that you're using in your formation. So there are pieces in there that can be used for everything basically, and it should not be neglected. And yeah, like I said, there's also a possibility that some of the other pieces fit into whatever Storm Rage, Stun Spear or Frost set that you're having. So definitely check it out. You can do various combinations, and through that way you can figure out what works the best for you. So yeah, so that was basically what the update covered. It was not that huge of an update, but it's still nice to have new things coming into the game that rewards also free-to-play players that are putting effort into the game. They should definitely keep going in that direction, I think, to also give free-to-play players some kind of rewards for their efforts. On a side note, we also, I believe that we are soon running into the 2nd year anniversary for this game. If I remember correctly, soon. It should come during March, if I'm not totally wrong. And I'm looking forward to see what events are going to pop up there. Last year we had certain double drop events, we had other events where you could exchange stuff like diamonds or blue diamonds for things to get rewards, and I hope they have improved on those events from last year and will give us some good content, because last year we had a lot of content, and I think that once you get to a 2nd year anniversary, you should definitely celebrate it. So that's probably coming up in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Might actually come up by the next update, which is probably around... Oh, it's probably around the start of next month, I would say. Usually there's like 2 weeks between, something like that, between the updates. And yeah, but if there's a new update, I will of course cover it. I will also make a video on it, throw it up on YouTube. And yeah, I think this was all for this time for me. If you want to play the game, there's a link right down in the description, the top of the description, that you can where you can download it. There's also our Discord group that you can join in for the game that has various information on how to do things, what you can do on events and general help, and it's a nice place. It's also a place where you can find an alliance if you are looking for one, or just want to check out what's going on in the game and how it works and so on. And of course you can comment on this video if there's certain things that you want me to cover or that you want me to put up on my channel. And of course there's also the possibility to like the video, share it if you want to, and there's also social media and so on that you can check out, and give me a subscribe if you like the video. It helps out the channel, even though it's not that big. It still makes the effort worthwhile for me. Every time I get one new subscriber, I'm super happy about it. And yeah, I think that's all for me this time around. Hope you all have fun enjoying the new update, and take care of the game, and good luck with the Army of the Dead event that's going around in 2 days, and I hope everyone is doing well in Siege of Winterfell as well, that's going on right now. And yeah, take care guys, bye.